What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Battleborn character review. In this episode, we're checking out Deande, the turncoat trickster. Deande is your cliche close-range assassin character. While being fast and able to deal loads of damage, can't really take much damage herself. She's able to go invisible with Hollow Twin. Basically, this cloaked Deande deploys a decoy with minimalist health and damage. It fights for a short amount of time, and when it expires or dies, it explodes, dealing damage. What's more is Deande goes invisible, meaning that she's unable to be seen by the enemy. However, there is a very faint shimmer, so anyone with a good eye can still see you. When you come out of invisibility, you've got 3 seconds of dealing additional damage with the element of surprise. This ability right here. Her main attacks just consist of some quick strikes with the war fans, but she can also throw them for a little bit of range damage, and they seem to spread after a certain amount of distance, so they're not entirely accurate at long ranges. Skill 2, Burst Dash, basically charges Deande forward, does a little bit of damage and weakens enemies. Just drops her attack damage, but honestly you can ignore the charges forward because one of her first Helix skills to unlock is Burst Dash Explosion erupts on an area effect around you. I'd recommend taking this at all times. Basically just changes the charge into an AoE kind of damage. It's a lot easier to hit your enemies, and the charge isn't really noticeable. It can't be used for traversing maps, etc, etc. Blink Storm, her ultimate, you could say it's good and bad for multiple reasons. First thing, she stands there for about 2 or 3 seconds and charges. After this time, she hits whoever's in front of her in like an arc 10 times, split between the enemies, stuns them and does a nice amount of damage. She's completely immune to damage while she's doing this, but that kind of charge up at the start can often get you killed if you don't do it in the right place. I'd recommend going invisible with Hollow Twin and then activating Blink Storm from invisibility behind your enemy while they're dealing with the Hollow Twin.
Engaging cloak. Enough! I'm finishing this!
He's down! Got some new toys to show you!
It appears throat slitting is universally lethal. Exceed any price!
Power play. Only 2 hostiles remain.
Going dark.
Power play. Enemy forces at half strength. Hired muscle at this moment. Only 1 hostile remains.
You won't see me coming.